Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to discuss our next lecture. So here is Miss Sidra Iqbal, course instructor, with the course title of Foreign Policy of Pakistan for the students of program of MA History. The course code is HIST 4116. So, I'm the visiting teacher of the Department of History and Arts, Division of Arts and Social Sciences, University of Education, Bank Road Campus, Lahore. Here we are with the next lecture, with the next topic, which is Iran-Iraq War. In today's lecture, we will discuss the Iran-Iraq War. As I again said that these topics are very large. This is also a large topic, that's why we divided it into parts. So first of all, we are going to discuss our first lecture on Iran-Iraq War. In this lecture, we will discuss the date, location, participants, background, causes, events, results, and aftermaths of the Iran-Iraq War. So let's start the lecture. First of all, the date and location. Date of the Iran-Iraq War: 22nd September 1982, 20th August 1988. This is a period of 7 years, 10 months, 4 weeks and 1 day. This is the period of the Iran-Iraq War. 7 years, 10 months, 4 weeks and 1 day. Location: Iran, Iraq and Persian Gulf. These three are the locations of the Iran-Iraq War, where the Iran, Iraq and Persian Gulfs are involving in this war. These places are involving in this location, in this war. If we talk about the participants of the war from Iran, participants are Iran and Iraq. If we talk about the leaders from Iran, the supreme leader of Iran is Ruhollah Khomeini. Ruhollah Khomeini belongs to Iran and he is the supreme leader of Iran at that time. Iraq, from the Iraq, the leader is the president of Iraq, Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein belongs to the Iraq and at that time he was the president of Iraq at the time of the war. So now we are going to discuss the background. In 1979, Iranian Revolution came in Iran, which weakened the position of Iranian government. The 60 years population of Iraq, 60 years belongs to Shia sect, but the leader Saddam Hussein belongs to Sunni sect. When Saddam Hussein saw the position of Iran become weak, he decided to attack on Iran. But the masses of Iraq against his decision because 60% population of Iraq belonged to Shia sect. The conflict between Iran and Iraq was very old. But the main reason of the conflict between them was Shatul Arb. It was a river in Iraq which nickname belonged from Basra. This is the main hurdle or main cause of contention between the Iran and Iraq. Causes of the war: Iraqi leader Saddam Hussein claimed as a reason for the invasion a territorial dispute over the Shatul Arb, a waterway which forms the boundary between two countries. However, the conflict was rooted in regional rivalry. Saddam Hussein felt directly threatened by the Islamic Revolution, which had brought Ayatollah Khomeini to power in Iran the year before. The Ayatollah, for his part, saw Saddam as a brutal Sunni tyrant oppressing his country's Shia majority, and did not disguise his desire to see him toppled. Rivalry started between Saddam Hussein and Ayatollah Khomeini, who came to power in Iran the year before that time. Thus, for Saddam Hussein, the war's purpose was preemptive, the overthrow the Khomeini regime before the regime could overthrow him. He believed that Iran was in turmoil and that his forces could achieve quick victory. Basically, it was a monumental mistake which proved after many years that it was not a good decision. It was a monumental mistake. By 1982, Iranian forces had drained the territory they had lost and pushed across the border into Iraq. Khomeini rejected an Iraqi offer for a ceasefire. They tried to done a ceasefire from this war, but Khomeini rejected Saddam Hussein's, or we can say that an Iraqi offer for a ceasefire. So, although Baghdad had started the war, but it was Khomeini who prolonged it. वो चाहता तो यहाँ पे सीज फायर होकर, बात ख़त्म हो सकती थी। बेशक बगदाद से जो है जंग शुरू हुई थी, बट वो ख्युमैनी ही था जिसने इसको प्रोलॉन्ग किया, उसने इसको ख़त्म नहीं किया। The conflict turned into a war of attrition, with each side showing a marked disregard for the human cost. हमेशा से है वॉर्स जो हैं वो डिस्ट्रक्शंस ही लेकर आती हैं, और ह्यूमंस के लिए, चाहे वो इकोनॉमिकली हो, फाइनेंशली हो, या फिर ह्यूमन कॉस्ट की सूरत में हो, उसमें ह्यूमैनिटी का ज़िया जो है वही होता है। मतलब किसी भी तरह से है तो नुकसान सिर्फ और सिर्फ ह्यूमैनिटी का ही होता है। Khomeini sent thousands of young Iranians to their death in human wave attacks. Saddam used chemical weapons against the Iranians. And in 1988, against his own people, the Kurds of Halabja, whom he considered a treacherous fifth column. In the War of Cities, both sides pounded their adversaries' civilian population from the air. In the War of Tankers, each side attacked oil tankers and merchant ships in the Gulf in a bid to deprive the other of trade. In fact, the tanker was served in to internationalize the conflict. After repeated Iranian attacks on its vessels, Kuwait appealed to outside powers for protection, and both the United States and the Soviet Union stepped in. अब यहाँ पे बात ये है कि जब ये टैंकर्स की वॉर स्टार्ट हुई तो ये बेसिकली जो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है वो एक तरह से इंटरनेशनलाइज हुआ, दोनों तरफ से हमले हो रहे थे। अब यहाँ पे कुवैत जो है, आफ्टर रिपीटेड इरानियन अटैक्स, जब आफ्टर रिपीटेडली इरानियन अटैक्स हुए, कुवैत ने अपील की टू दी पावर्स ऑफ फॉर प्रोटेक्शन, दोनों साइड्स पे, सोवियत यूनियन से भी और यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स से भी, कि इसको जो है वो स्टॉप करने की कोशिश की जाए। अपील टू आउटसाइड पावर्स फॉर प्रोटेक्शन, to the both sides, the United States and the Soviet Union stepped in, कि वो आए और इसमें मतलब इंटरफेयर करें। This helped turn the tide against Iran, seeing that their country was exhausted and isolated. Iranian officials urged Khomeini to accept a ceasefire. जब उन्होंने देखा कि प्रेशर जो है वो हर तरफ से ईरान पे ज़्यादा बढ़ रहा था, तो जो ईरानियन ऑफिशियल्स थे उन्होंने ख़ुमैनी को कहा, या मतलब ये कोशिश की कि वो सीज़ फायर जो है उसको एक्सेप्ट कर ले। When he finally did so in July 1988, He likened it to drinking a cup of poison. जब उसने 1988 में ये फाइनली किया, सीज़ फायर को एक्सेप्ट किया, तो उसने पसंद किया कि वो अ कप ऑफ पॉइजन जो है वो पिए और खुदकुशी कर ले. The war not only exacted a heavy human and material cost, it extinguished much of the zeal of the Islamic Revolution. It led Iranians to question more sharply the capabilities of their clerical leadership. The events which occurred during the war is September 1980, Iraqi forces invade Iran. सितंबर 1980 में जो इराकी फोर्सेस है उन्होंने ईरान को इन्वेड कर लिया. जून 1982 ईरान काउंटर अटैक्स, ईरान ने दोबारा मतलब काउंटर अटैक किए क्योंकि इराक ने उन पे वो अटैक्स किए थे 1980 में. तो ईरान ने 1982 में काउंटर अटैक किए और रिजेक्ट किया सीज़ फायर की ऑफर. उसने कहा कि हम जो है वो सीज़ फायर नहीं करेंगे. मई 1984 ईरान अटैक्स गल्फ शिपिंग, escalating tanker war. In May 1984, 1985 bombing of civilian centers in War of the Cities. July 1987 UN resolution 598 calls for ceasefire. July 1988 US carrier shoot down Iranian civilian airliner, claiming it through thought it was a fighter. Finally, August 1988 ceasefire agreed. इतने सारे इवेंट्स के बाद जब ईरानियन सिविलियन एयरलाइनर्स पर शूट्स होते हैं, क्योंकि यूएन यूनाइटेड नेशंस रेजोल्यूशन आया था जहाँ पे 598 कॉल्स थी फॉर सीज़ फायर. तो फाइनली अगस्त 1988 में सीज़ फायर जो है वो हो जाता है. रिजल्ट्स स्टॉलमेट, both sides claim victory. Iran said we won the war, Iraq said we won the war. So both sides claim victory. Iranian military dead 2 lakhs to 6 lakhs military died. This is a huge destruction. Iraq military dead 1,05,000 to 5 lakhs military men died from the side of Iraq. Iraqi failure to annex Iranian territories and bolster Arab separatism in Kazakhstan province of Iran. Iranian failure to topple Saddam Hussein and destroy Iraqi military power as well as inspire sectarian divide in Iraq. United Nations Security Council Resolution 598 calls for ceasefire. An estimated 5 lakh Iraqi and Iranian soldiers died, in addition to a smaller number of civilians. The end of the war resulted in neither repression nor border changes. Aftermath. The Iran-Iraq war was the deadliest conventional war ever fought between regular armies of developing countries. Iraqi casualties are estimated at 1,05,000 to 2 lakh killed, while about 44 lakh had been wounded and some 70,000 taken prisoner. Thousands of civilians on both sides died in air raids and ballistic missile attacks. Prisoners taken by both countries began to be released in 1990, though some were not released until more than 10 years after the end of conflict. Cities on both sides had also been considerably damaged. While revolutionary Iran had been blooded, Iraq was left with a large military and was a regional power, albeit with severe debt, financial problems, and labor shortage. These are the problems which faced after the war. Both Iraq and Iran manipulated low figures to suit their purposes. After the same time, Western analysts accepted improbable estimates. By April 1988, such casualties were estimated at between 1,50,000 and 3,40,000 Iraqis dead, and 4,50,000 and 7,30,000 Iranians. Shortly after the end of the war, it was thought that Iran suffered even more than 1 million dead, considering the style of fighting on the ground and the fact that neither side penetrated deeply into the other territory. USMAC analysts believe events do not substantiate the high casualties claimed. The Iraqi government has claimed 8 lakh Iranians were killed in conflict, 4 times more than Iran official figure. Iraqi losses were also revised downward over time. To sum up, Iraq started this war, but she faced a lot of destruction and came under a huge debt in 1988. Iraq invaded Iran on 20th September 1988, triggering a bitter 8-year war which established the reign and devastated both countries. Thank you so much, student. This is our complete lecture on Iran and Iraq war. We are not going to divide it into parts. Mistakenly, it mentioned lecture 1. Basically, this is a complete lecture. So, students, if you have any question or any problem, you can comment in Google Classroom or you can text me on WhatsApp. So, good luck. I hope you can understand each and everything while listening the quiz. lecture. Thank you so much, students. Goodbye.